competitive, well-managed hockey league to its member programs, all centered here in Northeast Ohio. You get the info, tickets, whatever, clevelandmonsters.com. You and 3 pals, 4 passes for the Monsters Americans game at the Romo Fijo on December the 3rd. Good luck. Caller 10, 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
One of life's most pressing questions.
What do I like about Alan Cox?
Finally answered.
All right, I don't like much about you.
The Alan Cox Show.
On 100.7 WMMS.
Yeah.
I like it.
It is. Yeah. It is a mashup arms race out there between DJ Cummerbund, that guy, Bill McClintock, who does fantastic work on YouTube. That one is called Land Down Wonder, or Oneater, if you prefer, mashing up Men at Work, and Metallica's One, of course. And I could not love it more. And then a little bit I played for you yesterday, the There I Ruined It guy on Instagram, that's mostly like just, he's doing some weird, wild stuff there. But that Men at Work Metallica one is one of the more inventive ones I've heard. Because you really got to do some work there to make that work. Hey, Buddha.
Hey, Alan.
What's going on?
Hey, last segment, you guys were talking about vaping versus smoking and cigarettes versus marijuana, what might be more harmful and what might not.
Well, yeah. I mean, what I was reading is that they did some study that said that marijuana smoking is turning out to be, it's ending up in higher rates of emphysema than people who smoke cigarettes.
I was actually talking to my oncologist a couple weeks ago, and so I got out of prison about 2.5 years ago, and one of the first things I did is went and got my medical marijuana card so I could smoke, because I like to smoke. And so she saw that in my chart, and she said, are you an everyday smoker? I said, absolutely. And she said, well, she told me that there's certain funguses that are present in almost all marijuana, and that it's actually the lighting of it that activates these fungus to get into your lungs.
Yep.
And in normal people, most of the time it doesn't do anything. But somebody with a compromised immune system, like me, I forget what it's called. It starts with an M. It's a few letters long. It has a name. And it will literally eat you from the inside out, this fungus.
Necrotization?
It will come out from your lungs and esophagus and eat you from the inside out.
Well, yeah, if you read articles, in the wake of the pandemic, there were all these articles being written about how are we going to prepare for the next pandemic, just using hindsight and assuming that there might be another thing similar to COVID-19. But there were also other people writing articles about what's really going to decimate mankind are fungal infections. And that we are you think we're underprepared for the next viral pandemic. They're like, people are 0% prepared for what various funguses can do to people, because, especially in the advent of things warming up from climate change. So things are going to be released into the world that we've never seen before. Funguses are so insidious that there's just simply, we are not prepared at all for that kind of stuff to get through. So kind of connected to what you're saying, but yeah.
Yeah, she was showing me pictures on my phone trying to convince me to stop smoking. Her advice to me was to do edibles. She said, if you do anything, she said, and I can't tell you not to because you got your medical card, and it's for the same thing I'm going through now, She said, do edibles. I said, I don't really like edibles. She said, well,
I'll tell you what,
fun.
man, I am team edibles. I
always have been.
I haven't smoked flower in 10 years. Well, I shouldn't say 10 years. But I used to smoke pretty frequently. I haven't smoked in at least 5 or 6 years. Anytime I'm high, man, it's going to be an edible.
I smoke, I don't know, 3 to 5 times a day. Edibles do 1 to 2
3 to 5 times a
every
day.
time.
Wow.
Either the edibles do absolutely nothing, and I feel absolutely nothing, and I'm pissed off, and I wasted my money.
Yeah.
Or I just get so uncomfortably high that I don't like it, and it makes me never want to do it again.
Yeah, no, results
smoke, like I said, 3 to 5 times a day.
results definitely vary. So and who'd have thunk, Bill, that a guy named Buddha out in Stowe was going to call us and drop some knowledge on us like that.
I thought he was going to talk more about ukuleles, Christmas covers, like
every day.
Like Dick
Dick from
did?
Dayton, yeah.
Yeah. All right, thank you, Buddha. Take care of yourself.
Talk about Christmas. I can't wait to watch the Lindsay Lohan Falling for Christmas movie. She's back.
I heard it was
Awful.
What do you
trash.
think it's going to be?
Well, I played that song from that thing a couple weeks ago, too. Well, that's why people are so excited that she and Jamie Lee Curtis have both said that they're down to do a Freaky Friday sequel, because people are like, finally, something that's not some piece of crap.
Oh, just leave it alone, though.
Leave what alone? They want eyeballs on movies.
But Freaky Friday, man, it's like Hocus Pocus 2. It's going to be bogus.
You couldn't wait for Hocus Pocus 2.
I watched it because
you
I
fooling?
could not see it. Like, I wouldn't have a reference to anything. I couldn't talk about it had I not seen it. Like Bros. I still haven't seen Bros.
Like, because you're not an ally.
Not really.
You know what we watched last night? Have you seen Smile?
Yeah, we saw it in theaters.
Finally got around to seeing Smile because I guess I click on, we go to watch something else, and that's when I find out that it's streaming, like right then. I guess they dropped Smile on Paramount Plus last night. What a disappointment.
See, I
It
said I
looked
didn't like it,
awesome.
and everyone's like, you don't like movies.
Well, no, I hadn't seen it. I didn't say that because I hadn't seen it. I thought it looked really cool. I remember the original short. It came from like an 11-minute short.
Sure.
And then the movie's like 2 hours long. Holy cow, was that a disappointment.
I thought it was a cool concept.
It's an
I
awesome
liked it.
premise, but it's like to puff that up into a 2-hour movie where not that much happens over the course of 2 hours. I thought it was going to be more, because a lot of people liked it and made a lot of money. I thought it was going to be a lot gorier. I thought it was going to be, it's just music.
You like the cat thing?
It's music cues and jump scares. I was really disappointed.
Really?
Yes.
There
I couldn't
were-
believe how dull that movie was.
I mean, it was really jumpy. I enjoyed that. But
Awesome premise, terrible execution.
That was the one that sent me into a spiral about how I was done with horror movies and how I
Really?
hated the ending.
It wasn't
and-
scary, though.
No, not even being scary. Just that it was like every time I watch a horror movie, I feel like I wasted 2 hours of my life.
Oh, I see.
And that was another one of those where I was so aggravated with the ending of that movie that I was like, "This, I'm done with this. I'm done with this."
I thought the ending was, I would have been upset if it had gone the way they made you think it was going to
That's
go.
how I wanted it to go.
No.
That's 100% how I wanted
The one thing I
it to
will
go.
say is they ended it the way they should have ended that movie.
Boo.
But it had a very It Follows vibe, except It Follows is 10 times better. And I was just really disappointed.
Yeah, it was okay.
Because I was like, oh, Smile is streaming. Because for a while, I'm like, I'm not going to pay $20 to watch on Prime or whatever. So they started streaming last night. I was like, ooh, let's watch. And Gwen's like, yeah.
We just bought Nope. We paid $6
Yeah.
to watch Nope, and I felt the same way.
I'm going to have to pay to see that because I never got
See, I
around to
feel
seeing
like
it.
all the good horror movies are like
Gone.
No, I'm saying like the best ones I remember are from like late 90s to like 2000 maybe 8.
Yeah, that was what I think is like prime.
Ooh, they were
Yeah,
the
but
best.
that was-
Jeepers Creepers.
But that was also
The
like,
Conjuring.
but that was the, there were some of those, but that was also kind of the heyday of torture porn too.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't get into the Saw
But it's-
ones.
I think a lot of
Hostel, Saw.
Like Terrifier is just non-stop gore,
Yeah.
hardcore gore, but that's what people want. They're like,
Sure.
it's 90 minutes of just nothing but blood and really like over-the-top kills.
Too much.
But that's not your kind of movie.
I didn't
though.
watch it. Brian watched it.
Right.
I take that back. I feel like it's like late 90s to like 2013. Because like that's when like Insidious
15 years.
He has
What-
shifted
Yeah.
his...
I'm just saying, like
Focus.
Insidious, The Conjuring, those are some of the best ones. Jeepers Creepers will always be like my favorite just because it was entertaining and
director?
scary. Oh, because he's what was he, a pedophile or something?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
it
the
was just-
Jeepers Creepers guy.
Mhm.
I watched Barbarian.
How'd you feel about that one?
Overrated.
That was exactly how I felt.
Yeah.
Brian was like, it was cool. I thought
It was okay.
fine.
It's a cool premise, but it was overrated.
Well, and this is what I bitched about on air when I watched Barbarian, and you guys told me that's how movies work, is that I was aggravated that every single action that the characters in that movie took are not actions that people would actually take. And Brian was like, that's why it's a movie. First of all, they can't make a movie
I
about
understand
someone who shows up
No.
and leaves an Airbnb because it's double booked.
I understand that
Like,
criticism.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No, I get
But
it.
it's like, and he's like, and to a certain degree, it's eliciting a response from you. It's making you frustrated. It's making you feel something,
Well, 'cause
enough
people-
to keep watching it.
Yeah, but I sometimes think of myself too in those situations. And people go, "There's no
would
way I would go in it,"
never.
and I go, "I would absolutely go back into that
no,
house because I'm
zero,
so
zero percent.
my curiosity would get the better.
Not
of
me.
Yeah.
Bye.
So yeah, there's all kinds of movies that will kind of surprise you. Sinister back in the day with Ethan Hawke. That was a big surprise for a lot of people. It was a great movie.
I haven't seen that one yet. That one's on the list.
Yeah, that's a very good movie.
I needed a break though. We watched so many horror movies in October. I was like, I need a time out.
Are you going to make him watch a bunch of rom-coms and Christmas
He
movies
falls
now?
asleep anyway.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
picks the horror movies and falls asleep, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So I was very disappointed by Smile. Because there have been a lot of good suspense movies this year. There was Fresh on Hulu, if you're into cannibals. You guys should watch Watcher. That's a
We did.
suspense. Oh, you did? You didn't like it?
That was another one where the ending, I was like, are you kidding me?
Huh.
Kind of predicted that ending.
You did?
It's open, yeah.
I didn't.
Did you watch Men?
No.
Yeah.
I like The Watcher.
I felt like The Watcher wasted my time because I was like,
I
are
think
you serious?
Everything you watch, what name something that doesn't waste your time.
Something that has a good ending.
but like
That isn't like,
name it.
yo, who knows? Dude, there was like 7-hour-long episodes to it. What?
You like things tied up in a bow at the
Yes,
end. I understand.
want everything to come full circle and make sense, and it's a nice little package.
Has anybody watched Glorious?
No.
About the guy that gets stuck in the bathroom and J.K. Simmons is a otherworldly beast talking to him through a glory hole?
No,
No.
gross.
I think it's on Shudder.
Yeah, I didn't catch that one.
I've also been disappointed by Cabinet of Curiosities.
I told you it wasn't good.
I mean, the first
I started
one
that. I
stunk,
started one
and so I
episode.
was watching like number 2 and number 3, and
No,
I was
they're
like,
all like
they're all
boring and
just
predictable.
this side of I don't care.
Yeah.
And that sucks because everybody involved is really good, and I was like, man, this is just not scratching me where I itch.
Yeah.
They're going to do another season of it.
That's why you should just be watching Love is Blind.
Oh, God. What was I reading about that the other day? That the Iranian girl is like the big villain on that show or something and treats her fiance like crap? I don't know. Is that over now? I'm not watching Love is Blind, but.
The newest season just ended last week.
Okay.
And, there's a lot of drama. But
there's like a foxy Zanab. Is that a
Yeah,
girl? Yeah, there's
yeah,
foxy
yeah.
Iranian girl on there. Yeah.
Yeah. Her and Cole is the guy that she matches up with.
Okay.
Their relationship is quite tumultuous.
Nah.
And she's talking about how I don't want to give it all away, but she's like in therapy now because the relationship was so hard on her.
My goodness.
My family members say that I should audition to be on The Circle. They said I would do a good
The
job.
Circle is
job.
The Circle is like the one kind of show like that I'll watch because it's not like it's just fun.
It's just strategy and fun. Yeah.
Yes, it's not body shaming. It's not
And it's not like
it's a fun show,
Love is Blind.
You don't have
is,
to get married.
right?
It's crazy that people keep signing up for this show because it is just ruining people's lives.
Well, it makes you an instant celebrity, man.
But it makes you an instant celebrity, but it also
in the
makes you
worst
in the
possible
worst
way.
possible way. Yeah.
Well, people will
I
take.
can't stop watching it.
That's how badly people want to be famous. They'll take any kernel of fame that comes to them.
I mean, the guy that did the eye drops, that was just one of the funniest things that I've seen.
Crazy glue eye drops.
Well, he did eye drops before he was supposed to do his exit interview because he didn't get picked. And
What do you mean? What's
Like to
this?
make it look like he was crying.
yeah.
Oh, right,
And then the producers left it in.
Oh God! Here's him putting the glycerin drops in his eyes. Boy, I didn't think I was going to top. I mentioned that it was only Tuesday yesterday, and I'd already found my headline of the week, and it was the monkeys with the coconuts. I didn't think anything was going to top it, and something came along and topped it. Couldn't believe it.
That's why you can't be saying things so early in the week.
I know.
You gotta let the whole week happen.
I was premature. So I won't say this is so far, this is my favorite. Here are the 5 best ways to make extra money if you hate people.
There it is.
I'm listening. I'm all ears.
I didn't read the article, but boy, that's great. That you need eye catcher. And there it was. I think Mary was gone a couple of weeks ago, and we talked about the nominees for the Toy Hall of Fame. And they're always stupid. Yeah. Because they'll always pick one.
Rubber bands.
Sand. Sand was a nominee this year. They'll always pick, by generation. They'll pick something really old. They'll pick something elemental. They'll be like, sand is in there.
The Bumble Ball.
What is that?
It's a ball with like
a gyroscope in it, so it just jiggles around.
It vibrates and it has like these little
nubs
on them, and so like no matter if you throw it, it'll just bounce and it'll just vibrate and it lights up. It's cool.
Well, they only choose 3. I didn't realize that they choose 3 from the 12 nominees every year, and the 3 that got in were the top. Masters of the Universe, the He-Man Skeletor dolls.
Yeah.
Those were great. I didn't play with them, but my younger brother played with them, and he had every single goddamn figure there was. Masters of the Universe, the Top, and Light Bright are in the Toy Hall of Fame, which is up in Rochester, New York.
Is this a new thing?
It's only been around, I think, for about 10 years.
Okay.
But one did jump out at me among the nominees that I don't quite understand, because they had Settlers of Catan, they had Bingo, Spirograph. Can't believe that's not in the Toy Hall of Fame. And one of them was the Piñata, which I've never thought of as a toy. You beat it until candy falls out. That's not playing with something,
kind of
though.
Playing.
But you're not playing with a piñata. You never see a kid tossing it around. I mean,
it brings joy. Anything that
is that all that it takes? It brings joy, and therefore it's a toy?
The vibrator should be in there then.
Yeah!
I was going to say, like, pin the tail on the donkey. Would you consider that a toy or a game?
It's a game, but
that's a game. That's
I think games can be
well,
toys.
Yeah, if they're... Are they... Bingo is a game, not a toy.
Okay. Is like checkers, if someone gets that for Christmas, is as a toy?
That's not a toy, that's a game.
Okay.
It's like chocolate and candy. To me, those are 2 completely different things.
What about chocolate and peanut butter? 2 great tastes that taste great together.
Chocolate is candy.
No, it's not. Chocolate is chocolate.
Chocolate is candy.
Candy is fruit.
Made with chocolate.
No.
Candy is made with chocolate.
Candy is... I associate candy with like hard candies, fruit-flavored things, gummies, and then chocolate is its own category.
But it's also... It's just a different kind of candy.
When I say...
Chocolate is an ingredient in some candy bars.
What'd you hand out for Halloween?
We handed out a bunch of different stuff.
So you're telling me a Reese's...
But would you say we handed out candy?
I guess it's Halloween candy, but when I say I want candy, that is different than chocolate.
You're talking about like gelatin, food coloring, fruit flavor candy as opposed to like a Snickers
or
bar.
anything with chocolate is chocolate.
It's all candy.
And then candy is everything else. Gummy worms, Starburst,
so a Snickers,
anything fruit.
Snickers bar to you is not candy.
That's chocolate.
It's chocolate.
But
yes.
It's chocolate candy.
Huh. Okay.
So Reese's is chocolate.
Because M&Ms are considered candy.
M&Ms are chocolate.
Chocolate candy.
No,
they have a candy shell.
They have a candy shell, but they're chocolate.
But they're candy.
Will you?
Smarties are candy.
Okay, so you're talking about
Jolly Ranchers are candy.
Okay, you like the sugar, not the fat. That's what you're talking about.
No, she's not
I'm
saying
just
she
saying that
doesn't
they're
like one of
separate.
theirs. She's just saying they're different.
Like if I said,
like they say for people who go for like gummy bears, now and later's, they're like,
This is
or hard candy. They say those people like the sugar. If you go for candy bars with chocolate, you like the fat.
my point would
But
be,
you're saying chocolate is just an ingredient in
if
candy,
I were to
or it's
say
its own thing?
it's its own thing. If I were to say I
David S.
want
Pumpkins.
candy and someone were to bring me chocolate, I would be disappointed. That's like asking for a pencil and someone bringing you a pen.
You throw acid in their face.
Well, they're just different. Sure, they're both writing utensils, but I asked for a pencil, not
If
a
they
pen.
bring you sour gummy worms, you go, candy.
Yes.
But if they bring you M&Ms, you go, I said candy, not whatever vegetable
Chocolate.
that is.
Like I will specifically say, I want chocolate. And that is not the same as.
Like the song.
as candy. I want candy.
I want chocolate. Okay, let me take a break here. If you want to text 35192, AlanCoxShow.com. I will have Violent Night passes for you on the way back. It's like Santa Claus in Die Hard. It's David Harbour. It is John Leguizamo. And we're going to do an advanced screening of it out at Valley View if you want to go. So I'll keep with that. And then the next chance to grab some money, 5:30. Next keyword for you to go fund yourself.
iHeartRadio Alter Ego 2023.
Presented by Capital One.
LA Alter Ego.
Featuring
Red Hot Chili Peppers. Standing in line to see the show tonight.
Fall Out Boy.